I think it's going to be like the most confusing night of my entire life.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it's a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And guys, we are here to give you spread the holiday cheer. Actually, holidays are kind of over now.
Yeah.
All the holidays are over. We're done.
Let's get depressed about it.
Let's all get sad and depressed. I'm going to drink beer about it. Yay!
I got to go to the grocery store after this, so I'm not drinking at all.
Oh, dude.
Winter
That's
storm.
the best time to go to the grocery
Winter
store.
storm. Got that coming up, so.
Notre Dame just won the game, so it's over. You get nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk movies.
Now I'm getting messages from like everybody and their brother. Like I was getting messages from one guy named Eric who runs the sport. He used to work at the Sports Animal. Now he works at a sports station in Little Rock. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, Notre Dame, da, da, da. I'm just like, all right, whatever, man. Yeah. I got to do movies.
Yep.
All right. First movie that we're going to talk about tonight is the movie that remake, a reboot, a remake, a redone, a rehash, a re-snash of the famous 1922 Nosferatu. And it is Nosferatu by Robert Eggers.
Yeah, Robert Eggers, man.
Robert Eggers, right? Robert Eggers.
Eggers.
Is that right?
Eggers.
Eggers. Featuring in the main role, Miss Lily Rose-Depp.
All monarchy is illegitimate. You yourself are the son of a usurper. It would seem that you have no explanation for what you have done. You have shed the blood of so many Christian souls, and yet, before me now, all I see is a young and vain and foolish man so easily riled, so easily beguiled.
From the King, also starring Timothée Chalamet.
Ah, no shit.
Yeah. You know, I try to do my best to stay on point with two of these actors. You'll understand after you hear their quips, though.
Oh, yeah. Next is Nicolas Hoult.
My name is Robert Montague Renfield, and just like all these decent folks, I'm in a destructive relationship. Whoa, that was a lot. Maybe we should just back up to the beginning.
Mr. Renfield, I bid you welcome. I am Dracula.
When I met him, I was a real estate lawyer, hoping to make a deal that would change my life and my family's lives forever.
Yeah, from Renfield.
Renfield, which was really funny because that was a fact I was going to put up, but I didn't. Also in this movie, a guy I guess has been in every fucking movie this year almost.
He made it for Raven. We'll talk about that though.
Information.
Go ahead.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson, everybody.
Information.
Yeah.
Let's exchange information.
Right, we get out of the glove compartments.
Okay, I'm a Gemini. My favorite color is petal pink. I like long walks and kittens.
You know what? We should call the police.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. It was your fault, right?
So Neil, you know that's from?
No, I don't. It sounds familiar, but I can't remember.
Nocturnal Animals.
Mm-hmm. Now I see your way of going. Let me see what William Dafoe come from.
Willem Dafoe, dude. This is a great one.
Dracula hasn't had servants in 400 years, and then a man comes to his ancestral home, and he must convince him that he is like the man. He has to feed him when he himself hasn't eaten food in centuries. Can he even remember how to buy bread, how to select cheese and wine? And then he remembers the rest of it. How to prepare a meal, how to make a bed. He remembers his past glory, his armies, his retainers, and what he is reduced to. The loneliest part of the book comes when the man accidentally sees Dracula setting his table.
Neil, where's that from?
Shadow of the Vampire.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, woo!
You know I had to go with that, right? Like for this episode, this movie.
Oh yeah. Right. I noticed the one person you didn't put on here was Nosferatu himself, Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, I know. I have that. I think I have that. But yeah.
No. It looks like you only have Ralph Ensign.
Oh fuck yeah! I know. I captured a clip for Bill Skarsgård. Sorry. Yeah,
that's all right. Ralph Ensign, or is it Skarsgård or Ralph Ensign? What do we got?
Innocent right now. So it's Ralph Innocent, and then we'll Skarsgård.
What went we out into this wilderness to find? Leaving our country, kindred, our fathers' houses. We travailed a vast ocean. For what? For what?
From the Agger's first feature film, The Witch, and one of my favorites of all time.
I figured that was from The Witch. I thought that was The Witch. And I was like, oh, if I say this wrong, he's going to kill me. Now do you got a Skarsgård?
Yeah, I do. I have Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård!
The laundry's still in wash. But I thought, I'm wide awake, so I it's gonna be a bit nutty. I thought I'm gonna have some of this here wine, but I didn't want to open it before you got out of the shower because I noticed you didn't drink your tea, and I totally get that. By the way, I mean you don't know me, and this is a really weird situation. It makes total sense, but I thought that you might want some of this. But if I open it while you weren't here, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Jesus Christ. I thought you wouldn't want any if you didn't see me open it, so I waited.
I'm good.
From Barbarian, yeah. From Barbarian.
Yes, from Barbarian. And that is just some of the people that we'll discuss about in Nosferatu. Mm-hmm. And then the movie that Chris has been wanting to talk about since it was ever announced.
I want to tell you about it. This week is a very Chris week, by the way. I want to mention it's a very Chris week. It's
by any means. These are both very Chris movies.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the Chris's Dark Knight. Yep, that's it. A complete. Well, if it pops up, pop up, dude. I hit the button. There we go. A complete unknown, featuring Mr. Timothée Chalamet as the man himself, Bob Dylan.
Postscript to a burst appendix. An invincible comet speeds on its guided arc toward the outer reaches of the galaxy in cosmic spacetime. What was our cause? Recollection of two memories. You, soap scent of drugstore shampoo, ashtray of stale cigarettes, burnt toast. Her, perfume of cheap gasoline, coffee on the breath, too much sugar, cocoa butter skin. Where does she spend her summers? They say it's the smells you finally don't forget. The brain works that way.
The French Dispatch.
I thought that was the French Dispatch of. Well, you didn't say the name right.
What do you mean?
It's not called the French Dispatch.
Of Liberty, Kansas.
In Liberty, Kansas. Yeah. Make sure give the full title out there, man. Make these people search for it. One of the greatest actors of all time, Mr. Edward Norton.
It means my reputation is riding on this, and that's worth a lot. Exactly. Right. Fuck you. Yes. If this doesn't work out for you, you fuck off back to your studio pals and dive back into that cultural genocide you guys are perpetrating. You know, the douchebag's born every minute. That was P.T. Barnum's premise when he invented the circus, and nothing much has changed. And you guys know that if you crank out any toxic piece of crap, people will line up and pay to see it. But long after you're gone, I'm gonna be on that stage, earning my living, bearing my soul, wrestling with complex human emotions. Right. That's what we do. Oh.
That is from what?
What is that from?
The Birdman.
Oh, it is from the Birdman. Yeah. Also in this movie, Eli Fanning as well.
Just Elle Fanning. It's just Elle.
Eli Fanning.
I love this. This is so fun. We should have more fun. Agreed. Because fun is fun. And surprising. Like you were surprising. I had no idea you were fun. Nor are you. I always thought you were a monstrous slut. But now we see each other. And it is dazzling and wonderful. And what a time we have had. And also, oh my God. I have so many thoughts going on right now.
I can see it in your face. I'm imagining bullets exploding in your head.
That is what it is like.
That's from the great Fuhu. So, you know.
Yes. And then last but not least, you have Dan Ziegler.
No, I have two more. Monica Barbaro.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Monica Barbaro.
This is not about Warren, okay?
Oh. Good.
You remember that genealogist I hired? That's her report. I'm an orphan. I thought I might have some cousins in Mexico or maybe someone on my Italian side. They're all deceased or MIA. I have no one.
That's from The Good Cop.
That's from The Good Cop. And now Dan Fogler.
What'll it be, fellas?
How much for the phaser gun?
For the phaser gun? Sorry, Garfunkel. We don't hawk Trek here.
Well then, Slim, if you don't sell the Trek, then why do you have a phaser gun in the case?
We keep this one here to suss out Trekkie bitches like yourselves and tell them to get the hell off of our land. So get the hell off of our land. Get the hell off of our land! Get the hell out of here! Now! Get out of here, you Kirk-loving Spock sucker!
So, yeah, that's from Fanboy.
I've actually pulled that one before.
Oh, you have? I didn't realize that. Okay, sorry.
No, it's funny. It's hilarious. I like it. But that is a complete unknown. These are two movies that me and Chris both have been excited about.
Oh, yeah.
So the people that are listening, stick around. This is going to be a good one.
Raphael's crusty sock. It's watching us.
Yeah, and he's watching us. Raphael's crusty sock.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't do Scott McNairy because
Scoot McNairy. I know he was in the one we did last week, but he's Johnny Cash in this. I
mean, you understand that this movie is like a Tulsa movie.
Yeah.
The second movie. We'll talk about why when we get to it in a moment. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
It's Find us online. Movies.net. We're at Facebook.com/podcast. We're on X. I'm sorry, not. We're on Blue Sky. And we don't suck. social.bskui. We're also on Instagram at TS Podcast. We're on Patreon.com/don't-suck. We're on, if you guys want to search, go to TeePublic for Blackwood Dash Productions. You'll find the shirts there on stuff Neil made. Go movies. We have our accounts. Don't-suck. Something to do if you guys want a shirt at another place. And where'd you find podcasts for Movies Don't-Suck and Something to Do? Neil, who are we talking about today? Who are you giving our love to?
Well, today I figured since we're doing music and we're doing about Bob Dylan, I mean, we're going to be talking about Dylan, Woody Guthrie and stuff like that. There is a new music center that just opened up here in Tulsa. And I got to go to it this past weekend, and it is the Bowman Twin Event Center. Now, this is what it used to look like back in the old days, right?
Like a Kmart, huh?
Well, it was a movie theater. It was a movie theater back in the 40s and 50s, I think. Let me see. It was in the 1960s. It was at the Beaumont Twin Shopping Center at 31st and Sheridan here in Tulsa. Now, what they did, though, is they have redone it. Let me get to it. And this is now what it looks like today. The inside, I mean, they gutted this thing, bro. Look at this. That's what they had to gut the entire inside to get it going, and that's what it looks like now.
Oh, nice.
Here's a picture I took from the side of the stage. Here here's a picture of their venue, but here's pictures I actually took when I was there the other day.
Okay.
There's my friend Gary on the stage. But what it is it's a brand new event space. You can rent it or you can go and see shows there. They have stage full PA systems, capacity up to 600 guests. They have catering, prep area, tables, chairs, full service bar, very ample parking. You can do it for raves, concerts, weddings, receptions, trade shows, game shows, wrestling tournaments, DJ performances, resale consignments, whatever you need. This is the location for you. They're brand new and they just opened up. Like coming up in the next couple weeks, look who's going to be there. Oh, yeah. Get ready for the rain dance. Rain dance. Yeah. Mike Bone from America's Got Talent. And then they got a whole list of people coming in through there. But they are a brand new event center. Literally go look them up. You can look them up at bowmantwineventcenter.com, or you can go to Bowman Twin Event on Facebook, or Bowman Twin Event 24 on Instagram. Go support local, report local venues, support local music, because if local music never existed, Bob Dylan would never exist. So let's move on from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of more musicians that wouldn't exist without local music. But Neil, how you been, dude? You been good?
Man, I mean, to be honest, we kind of took a rest
too long
for this last week. Yeah, no, like not just us as the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, me here with my family. Like, I think for like 3 days,
you breathed out.
We were in the same pajamas,
Yeah.
like not even get off the couch.
Yeah, well, I was that, but I was fucking sick during Christmas. But it's okay. I mean, I hate to go open gifts in front of people anyway. So, but
So you know I'm a huge Notre Dame fan.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, you are.
A buddy of mine. We all know who that buddy is. A buddy of mine. This is what he got me for Christmas, and you can't see it because the light. But here, let's just turn that off real quick. If you can see, it is a tripled autograph Joe Montana card.
That is nice. Oh,
with the Notre Dame 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was just like, whoa. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Here. Watch this. Boom. Then we'll turn that off. Oh, we'll turn that off. Boom. We'll turn this. Here, wait. I
don't know what these guys doing, guys.
Oh, I am. Ready?
Oh, spooky.
Now I'm ready to invest Nosferatu.
Oh, is that you? Is that you doing the shadows like this? All right. Neil, you can't do that. You gotta let people see you.
Nosferatu.
It's like Nosferatu. You gotta turn on the lights. And like.
I'm just leaning back, and you can't see me at all. All right, I got all the lights.
Okay, cool.
All right, but anyway, continue.
So let's talk about Nosferatu. Directed by Roger Evers. Roger Evers directed The Witch, one of my favorite movies. Lighthouse, great movie. Northman, great movie. And he's back with his fourth feature film, Nosferatu. This stars Lily Rose-Depp as Ellen Hunter.
All monarchy is illegitimate.
Nicolas Hoult is Thomas Hunter.
My name is Robert Montague Renfield.
Bill Skarsgård is Count Orlok.
Hey. The laundry's still in wash.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson plays Frederick Harding.
Information? Yeah.
Willem Dafoe plays Professor Alban Earhart von Franz.
Dracula hasn't had servants in 400 years, and then a man comes to his ancestral home.
Emma Corrin plays Emma Harding, and Ralph Ineson, the great Ralph Ineson, plays Dr. Wilhelm Sievers.
What went we out into this wilderness to find?
Neil, why don't you go read the storyline for Nosferatu?
A gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and a terrified vampire infatuated with her, causing untold horror in its wake.
So, when it comes to Nosferatu and the other movies on today, these were my Deadpool and Wolverine, okay? Like, these are the ones that I really, really wanted to see. I would have killed to see them on Christmas, but I could not crawl out of the house. But I saw them I saw.
Oh man, you could have gone and got everybody sick in the theater. That'd
I know.
Awesome.
I almost thought about it, but I did not. I laid in bed and watched alone, because I was alone. But Nosferatu, this is, I guess, a remake, but it's really just a retold story. That's really has Robert Eggers' spin on it. Watching this from the first frame, I could tell this is Robert Eggers' film. It's right. It's beautiful. I don't know. There are some scary parts. Some people, like, I saw a.
To show how beautiful it is, I actually got a couple screen grabs. Here's one of the first screen grabs.
Yeah, it's dark.
And then here, I grabbed another one. Here's another one. There we go.
So you thought it was very dark. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying... I want you to finish everything you're saying before I say what I'm saying.
Every frame of this thing was beautifully shot. I think every frame could be a painting on a wall. Look at that. Look at that right there.
There you go. There's some real ones. Yeah. Here's some real ones. Yeah. I did get some real ones.
There is a scene where Thomas is walking up to Count Orlok's Holly Castle right there. That perfect.
Yep.
So Ed Eggers did this thing. It's a freaky fucking movie. I mean, I saw a preview. I saw a review online from some person that says they walked into and they're like, too disturbing, too demonic, 0 stars. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck do they think they're getting into? It's a dense movie for some people. It's 2 hours, 12 minutes, but like The Witch, I think I want to see it again just so I can absorb the archaic language they're using.
The arcade of what it is.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful movie, and it's fucked up, it's weird, and I couldn't have been more happy with it. This is exactly what I wanted from Robert Eggers. It's exactly what I expected.
Okay. So, I want you to know, I love vampire movies. Mm-hmm. Robert Eggers movies, I've been 50-50 on some of them. You know, I've been, all right, they're okay, they're whatever. This was a great retelling of a story I already knew. Mm-hmm. My problem is I thought that he'd put too much or make it too more original. And he didn't. This is exactly the same story we've seen like 104 times. You know, Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Nosferatu story and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe something new. What he did bring to it, though, is how beautifully well it was done.
It's a masterfully made movie.
Yes. But I don't think Robert should do remakes and reboots. Because, like, he did bring his own to it, right? Like Bram Stoker's Dracula that had Gary Oldman, Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder. Mm-hmm. That was a beautiful movie, but it was the same exact story. So now we got 2 exact of the same film that are beautifully well done, both of them. And so those 2 will always be compared to each other because of how well done they have been done for the rest of their lives.
Okay, I definitely understand that you want a new story, right?
Yeah, but I should have known going into Nosferatu, I was getting Nosferatu.
Yeah,
but
this is if you've never seen Nosferatu, this is a good place to start.
Yes,
because the acting is fantastic. Lily Rose-Depp was great. Now, real quick, a little bit of you probably knew this, and it's probably one of your quotes that are one of the facts that only Taylor-Joy and Haley Styles were going to be the original people, but they dropped out. In fact,
wait.
Oh, there we go. That's like I remember hearing about this back sometime last year about why Anya Taylor-Joy was going to be in, and then she dropped out. It's fine. Lily Rose-Depp did a great job. So did Nicolas Hoult. So did Bill Skarsgård, who transformed into a terrifying thing once more.
I don't know if I could, like, I like Anna Taylor-Joy. Don't get me wrong or anything like that. Yeah. But I think I mean, yeah, she would have been good in the role, maybe, but like,
we think Lily Rose-Depp would, yeah.
It's kind of like, would Will Smith been a good Neo in The Matrix? Would have,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
After
like,
seeing it, you're like, after seeing it, it's hard to put another person in that role.
Picture anybody else in that role of this movie, and I think her and Nicolas Hoult like just knocked out of the book.
Oh yeah, they're great. Bill Skarsgård was originally going to be Thomas Hutter's character, but they changed it. So he is Count Orlok, and he does a real fucked up voice the whole time.
Yeah. There is. I don't want to. So if you notice in all the pictures, the one picture I don't have is of Count Orlok.
Yeah. It's supposed to reveal itself to you. And the one.
In the movie. So that's why I didn't do it. But there is a design choice that they made that I don't want to spoil it.
You don't like it,
but
though?
As soon as it popped up, I was like, that's interesting.
Okay. Well,
and that only that, like the rest of the presence, the essence, like, and all that stuff was very good. But I don't even know how do I say it to you without anybody else? I can't think of exactly what it is. I can't exactly think of what it was.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just kind of interesting. I like the terrifying of it. I love the full, they went full hard R on this.
Oh,
I mean, nudity, gore. The gore was great. The way that they finished the film was awesome. I love the way that it came to an ending, which was different than what has been seen before. But man, this is kind of an edge on your seat. If you don't know the story of Nosferatu, this will have you on the edge of your seat the entire movie.
It is fucked up. There's really fucked up shit in this movie. Don't go in expecting, I guess you see Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is great, but it's not this. This one's really fucked up.
Think Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah, there was some of that. There was I did the voice for my wife. I've seen that part of the movie before, but
yeah, right. And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, I like his vision of this. Thank you very much. Not going to be in my top 10 at the end. I don't think. And the reason being is because I've gotten so many fucking vampire movies in the last couple of years.
But tell me this one isn't so good though. It's so good.
It's good. It's great. But man, it's kind of like saying, hey man, I'm really good at, dressing up for Halloween, but I told you this 2 weeks after.
Okay.
It's like you're a little late to the party.
I like this.
But nobody shined like a diamond. So that was cool.
Yeah, we saw that. You're like, oh, okay.
And this movie brings vampires back to the horror front and not the let's all romantically fall in love with vampires from New Orleans.
Or from Baldur's Gate 3. Starring as vampire in that one.
One of the best things about this movie is the slow reveal of Count Orlok.
Oh, yeah,
like in the original Nosferatu, I think you get him kind of right away after the guy shows up there, and he's like and then he's like the whole movie. But this one was like a slow reveal, and when you finally see him, he's just so creepy and so weird looking that you're just like, all right, yeah, get it out, hide in the fucking shadows too.
There are scenes where my mouth hung open. I might say, but I'm going to mention window scene. Where my mouth
Are you sure that wasn't because of a sushi glory hole?
It could have been that. But this was more, I actually remember, I mean, I wasn't eating sushi the whole time. I was more kind of trying to control my cough. I was coughing so much at the movies this last week. Yesterday, I was like doing this half the time because I didn't want to cough in the people next to me because both theaters that I saw this in were filled to the rim. Fucking
yeah. Everything. I went seen this in the theater and went seen A Complete Unknown. Both of them were completely filled.
Yeah. And I walked down Nosferatu very fucking happy because this is exactly what I wanted. It's what more than I expected, and the color scheme is very Robert Eggers. It's not just Nosferatu. It's Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, and I'm very happy with it.
It's basically your favorite director ever doing your a character that everybody already loves. So, like, literally, how are you not going to like this? Yeah, I couldn't see a downfall for you hating this at all. I was like watching it, and I was just like,
to me, it's not one of the best horror films of the year. It's one of the best movies of the year. It'll be my top 10 for sure.
Oh,
but
I have to come up with my top 10. I'm still going to LA in like 2 days.
Yeah. Have you seen Honor yet?
No.
Or Sonic 3? You haven't seen Sonic 3? Oh, you have to get those in.
No, I haven't seen shit. I've been trying, but it's
guys. Neil is going to LA to see the first Netflix WWE Raw in Inglewood, California, and he cannot wait. Right?
Yeah. There's a group of guys. I think one of them might be actually listening right now, and I think because he always watches us and listens to us, and that is Mr. Topher.
What's up, Topher?
Topher.
If you can get Bert Kreischer to come party with you guys, you definitely should try.
Oh, dude, we're gonna try. Of course, we're gonna try. I got a buddy that like works over at WWE now because of our Atlanta trip, and man, woo!
Ooh. All right, but Nosferatu, guys. Neil, I'm gonna leave my score in this. Right?
Yeah, go for it.
My score in this is a 4.8. I love this thing.
4 point. Damn,
I love this thing. No, you know, I've calmed a little bit. 4.7. No.
Yeah, man, you're just like you knocked.
4.6. 4.6 for me. 4.6 to this one. I really like Nosferatu.
I'm going to give it a 4.4. And this is the only reason. And you can say that's just a style, that's whatever, but blah blah blah. But there were scenes that I had so hard trouble seeing because it was too dark.
I didn't have that issue.
That I know if I play this movie on my television here at home, that I'm not going to be able to see the scene at all.
Oh, okay.
And that's my only that's only one of my major issues with it. That and it's a reboot remake, so but it's a good one. I'm not saying it's not.
I would say remake. I don't see Nosferatu.
I'll give it a 4.5. I'll give it a 4.5 even. I'll go 4.5 even. It is a good movie. I'll see it again. Definitely. I know I will.
I don't see something looking this good. I didn't see a movie that looks as good this year to me. Also, someone told me it was horny. I don't know if I got the horniness from it necessarily.
I mean, there's a lot of there's sex and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
there's one scene. All right, there's kids in my theater.
Oh no!
I don't know who the fuck brought
really?
their kids.
Oh my god! Yeah. That nightmare is
there's
right?
one scene. There's one scene. I'm just gonna call the hard humping scene.
Okay,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's a hard humping scene, and I'm just like, you're letting your kid like these people are just like a couple rows down from me, and I'm just like, dude, that kid is no older than like 6-7 years old.
They're gonna have really fucked up sexual nightmares after seeing Nosferatu.
They're gonna have really bad something, dude. Yeah. I don't know.
But Neil, 4.6 or 4.5 for you, 4.6 for me. I love Nosferatu. Robert Eggers hit out of the park. Neil, I'm gonna run to as the calm lazy-eyed score for Nosferatu.
97.
75%.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck? See, they kind of were like me a little, where they're like, maybe it's a little too dark, maybe it's a little too much.
Yeah.
But I don't mean dark as in the essence of it. I mean like the scream, like seriously, like here we go, guys. One more time, just for everybody at home. Here we go. Here's a scene from the movie. And yeah.
Okay. So Neil, what is it? That's Cody Rhodes. What is the critic score for Nosferatu?
Critic score is going to be high. It's going to be like 91%.
Certified fresh is 86%.
86.
Yeah.
That's close.
Here's the critic's consensus. Marvelously orchestrated by director Robert Eggers, Nosferatu is a behemoth of a horror film as equal parts repulsive and seductive. Yeah, it's both those things for sure. I'll read you a bad review and a good review. This is from Kira O'Shea of work perspective, she says, once the first few ripples of laughter broke out amongst the audience of my screening, it became clear that Nosferatu hadn't really decided on whether one would be camp or not. I don't know what fucking movie theater she went to, by the way, for saying something like that. And this is from Jack Martin at Film Theater. He says, a breathtaking rendition that is beautiful, ambitious, and undeniably scary in all the ways you could expect Robert Eggers' Nosferatu to be. Yes, Jack. Yes, Jack. I agree with you. So Nosferatu, the theaters will be there for probably a good minute, and I do see it being nominated Best Set Design, Best Set Direction, for how beautiful this movie was shot. And
it'll definitely get voted for. Is in the cinematography department. I didn't see if did they nominate the Oscars yet?
No. But Oscars will probably nominate for Best Cinematography because I can't imagine any other movie looking this good this year. I really can't. All right, so yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the end of the year.
Yeah. You got news?
I got news. I got as much news as I can find. This is the Movies That Don't Suck and Some of Them News. I'm going to read a bunch of stuff to Chris. He's going to like it or die trying. I am not going to go into the list of actors and actresses that have passed away in the last 2 weeks.
Goddamn.
There's so many. There's like 10, and we don't like to dread on the negative here. We like to try to move on.
We're good people. Yeah.
And so all the actors and actresses that passed away, will go watch their works. We'll still influence it. If you want us to put a list up, we will. But it seriously was just so much that I was like, dude, I don't have enough good positive stories to counteract it. And I was like, so I cut them all out. Yeah. And I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of good famous people that passed away, and I'm sorry about all that.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna get right into this. The movie we just discussed, Nosferatu, will be having a director's cut Blu-ray DVD. There is going to be an extended cut of the Gothic horror reviews on Blu-ray. Robert has confirmed it. The first shot is a funny one because it's one of those things for film dorks because it's not in the movie, but because it's a really cool shot. I really like that shot, but we intended it running tensions, and because of the time, we needed to keep him more mysterious. But they do have those famous shots from Nosferatu, the actual movie. They did do them, but he wanted it to be more mysterious. So, which I understand that you can totally see that is the director's vision. But the Blu-ray will have an extended version of the film.
Okay. I can't wait.
Yeah. I figured that would be really important to tell you right after we just reviewed the movie.
Yeah, can't wait.
Man, have you ever been in a supermarket brawl and Spider-Man break up the fight?
I can't say I have. I can't say I've been in a supermarket brawl. So
this past week, actually just 2 days ago, at a Whole Foods in LA, these people are getting in a fight, and Tom Holland, aka Spider-Man from the Spider-Man No Way Home Homecoming series, broke up the fight. And the way they broke it up was like, these people were fighting, and he's like, no, let's not do this, guys. And they both just looked and was like, oh shit, you're Spider-Man. Like, both guys were like, ah, and all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, that would definitely be like a way to diffuse the situation. You know,
I mean, what else in the world? I mean, could you imagine even getting in a fight? I mean,
I think the first one, I'm like, that looks like that's Tom Holland.
Yeah. That is the Tom Holland just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just like, hey man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But anyway, in the new anime show or cartoon show by James Gunn, the Creature Commandos. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's R-rated. Gogo Bordello does a whole episode, like it's throughout the entire series. Their music is all throughout. Nice. So like there's one episode where they just fight to the song Start Wearing Purple. You know, start wearing purple right now. You know, but because of this, we've already seen glimpses of the design that James Gunn has for Batman, Flash, who it's Wally West Flash, not Barry Allen Flash, and the design for the new Wonder Woman are all within the last episode of the Creature Commandos. So and remember, he said that no matter what, that's going to be what he bases off. Whatever you see it on, it'll just be in different perspectives.
You excited?
I thought it was pretty cool. It's buff. It's buff Batman.
Okay.
And stuff, because he's already said that he's not going to use the Robert Pattinson Batman.
That's the other verse stuff, right? Like. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Elsewhere. Elseworld.
Okay.
The movie that will be coming out May 15th, 2026 by Steven Spielberg is now the UFO movie. A little more details is going in a new interview with The Wrap. They tabulate about specifics surrounding the project. They go, I think deep down it bothers Steven, and I've read the script, but he did let the very fascinating tidbit leak about being an original idea. It's great because it's original, and it was his idea. His story is working on, so it's not going to be a rehashing of Predator or
Close Encounters
or anything. It's nothing that he's ever touched before. So we're looking at a whole brand new original space oddity coming from the great, what's his name?
Steven Spielberg. I can't wait.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
Will be returning to the DCU, to the Detective Comics universe. But he will not be Aquaman.
Thank Christ.
He is going to be Lobo.
Okay, and that's
Lobo is a bounty hunter, that galactic bounty hunter that is immortal, smokes cigar. He's kind of like their version of Wolverine. Would be the best way.
I mean, with the name like Lobo, I guess.
Motorcycle. Yeah,
that's cool.
And because people love Lobo. Like, Lobo is a very, very, very loved character in the world. There is a guy, give me a second. For some reason, my computer screens are all freezing up, and I have no idea why. Stop freezing up. Stop it.
I have no.
I blame you, Chris.
I have no.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
But so why is my screen freezing up?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, buddy. I'm trying really hard here. It's all your fault, Chris. You know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You did. You know what you did, right?
What I do? I literally only have two windows up. So.
But anyway, okay. So they want Jason Momoa is going to be playing Lobo in the new Supergirl movie coming out, and they're already talking about giving him his own. Now, a director has already thrown his name into the hat, and that is David Leitch.
David Leitch for didn't he do Suicide Squad?
David Leitch. I'm sorry. 1 second. Let me refresh real quick.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. I know there's a bunch.
All right. Sorry, guys. Neil's looking kind of choppy over here, so it's just me. You guys saw that Superman trailer? I was not sold until I saw the trailer. Superdog's there. Who would have known that he wouldn't look
Soul something Cody Rhodes.
All right, Neil. You saw the Superman trailer, right?
So anyway, yeah, did you? What did you
of course. It looks good.
Didn't you feel happiness when you saw Crypto?
Yes, I did actually. Seeing Crypto there actually works beautifully. Also, that's Lobo, I guess, right?
Why is everything slowing down? I don't have anything open.
He kind of looks like Spawn. You know?
Who? Oh, Lobo?
Yeah.
Oh, that just now popped up on my side.
Okay, I saw it immediately.
What the heck is going on in my... Yeah. But anyway, so there's Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kind of looks like between Spawn and whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be great. I can't wait for that. Well, Chris, we might get a whole shit ton more of those wonderful horror movies like Winnie the Pooh and Popeye because Mickey Mouse has now entered into open domain. The Skeleton Dance has been open to domain. A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway has opened up to let's see what else is
I just know Farewell to Arms.
There's a few of them. Tintin.
Okay, I can definitely see that be a horror film, but I don't know if that Ernest Hemingway one, Farewell to Arms, could be a open domain horror film. Who knows?
Who knows? But just saying that has done it. All right, Chris. So while we were on vacation, one movie has now become the number one musical of all time, beating out Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia had $610 million at the box office. This movie has now $634 million, and that was as of yesterday. So I'm guessing it's already at like $660 million. And that movie is
Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked is now the highest grossing musical movie of all time.
I'm really upset that Moana beat it. I really am. Want to beat Wicked. Why? I don't know why, but it did.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Tulsa King 3 season 3 has already been confirmed. That's going to be happening. So the CEO of Sony is blaming the failure of the entire Spider-Verse. You know, Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, Morbius. You know, those amazing, great 5-star.
You mean the 3 movies will be in my worst top 5 I've seen this year? Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's blaming it on the press.
Okay. I saw it with my own eyes. I guess.
How much do I read the press before I go in any of these movies?
Yeah.
Like little to none.
But the thing is, we are considered presses. But I could have, if I'd never gotten a press pass from Panic Fest, I couldn't say myself press. But now since we have that, we are officially press. And I guess we're part of the problem, Neil. I just know I try to go in with a very objective thought on these movies, and they've disappointed me at every turn. I cannot think of a worse movie I've seen this year than Madam Web.
Wait. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So CEO Tony Vincenturo, this is what he had to say to the LA Times. Let's just touch on Madam Web for a moment. Madam Web underperformed in the theaters because the press just crucified it. It was not a bad film, and it did great on Netflix. For some reason, the press decided they didn't want us making these films out of Kraven and Madam Web, and the critics just destroyed them. They also did it with Venom, but the audience loved Venom and made Venom a massive hit. They are not terrible films. They were just destroyed by the critics and the press for some reason.
He's full of shit. Madam Web is a god-awful movie, and I will stand dying
that
hill.
So bad.
It was so fucking awful.
Like, nobody cared in that movie. They're just like,
Yeah, I mean, it was so bad.
People watching, did any of you like Madam Web or Morbius?
Morbius.
Put it in the comments.
Morbius was ridiculous, but Madam Web is easily the worst one this year. God damn. Fuck.
Something's been accidentally leaked on accident, and because it's been accidentally leaked, we're going to report on it.
Awesome.
Charlie Cox has been confirmed to be in the new Avengers movies. That's right. Charlie Cox, Daredevil, will be in the new part of the MCU coming up in the future.
Is it the same guy who's been playing Daredevil?
Yeah, Charlie Cox.
Okay, is that the same actor?
That's the name of the actor.
Okay.
Matt Murdock is the
right. I don't fucking know. Right. Charlie Cox sounds like a superhero name.
All right. I do get that because Matt Murdock, Peter Parker, Richard Reed, Bruce Banner. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Stanley does like using those double letters. But the actor character was so popular that they, of course, gave him a new series and all that, especially when he just did his one-off.
Can I tell you that one of the Thunderbolts looks fun, by the way?
Oh my God. I know. Like, I haven't really, I've been like, and then I saw the trailer right before Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm down now.
Okay.
So next year, we're going to have a battle around this time of year, or around Christmas time next year.
Okay.
So we're going to get Dune Messiah. Oh, this is 2026, not 2025. December 2026, we're going to get Dune Messiah, Jumanji 3, and the Chronicles of Narnia.
So we get to see all three of them, right?
Well, Chronicles of Narnia is going to be a series.
Yeah, and that's the one that Greta Gerwig's doing, right?
Yep. And all three of those are going to be released on the same day, December 11th, 2026.
God damn, why would they do that?
Because they hate each other? I have no idea.
All right. Well, we'll have to do, if we're doing two on that day, two that week, I would like to be Dune Messiah and the Narnia movie. We can let Jumanji hang out for a week, I think. We got time.
All right.
We got 2 years to
We
get
got
that.
time. We got time.
Yeah.
Let's see. We did that one. I'm not going to do that one. That one's negative. I don't like negative.
Okay.
Okay. So, for weeks, months, maybe a year, Christopher Nolan has been putting together this ultimate cast for this mystery movie. Remember the ultimate cast?
Yeah. So give a little refresher if people don't know.
I'm trying to find all of them. Okay. All right, here we go. Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron, Robert Pattinson, Lupita, I can't say that per you know what I mean. Yeah. Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Okay. And it's like
we now know what it is.
It's like a Greek god movie, right? You mentioned it last week.
It is the Greek god movie. It's the Odyssey. It's Homer's The Odyssey.
Great.
It's like the Bible.
Yeah.
That's like the Bible for Greek and Roman mythology or Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Like for Greek mythology, the Odyssey is it's going to be epic across the world, branding new IMAX. I just hope he doesn't ruin this like he did Batman.
Yeah, it's just that, like, every time you say that, I have to let the listeners know that I liked Dark Knight. In fact, I think it's one of the best movies ever made. But Neil's over here saying that he ruined the Joker for him. And I guess everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Anya Taylor-Joy is on casting rumors for Spider-Man 4. We don't know what she's going to be playing, but it's just rumors. There's going to be a remake of Anaconda, but with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
That's a comedy, right?
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what to think that is,
Yeah.
Sadie Sink from Stranger Things is going for the role of Jean Grey for the X-Men series.
I support this.
For the MCU?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's see what else do I got here. Okay. What was the number one movie on Christmas Day, Chris?
Was it Mufasa?
You are correct. Mufasa beat all the other movies.
Neil, are we going to have to see Mufasa? Are you going to make me see that?
No, I'm not. I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm good.
All right.
It's only got a 55% on the tomato.
Yeah, I just don't. It's not something I wanted. Yeah, I'm fine with the original Lion King.
On Christmas Day, it made $14.7 million. In second place was Nosferatu at 11.6.
Nice.
Sonic 3. Sonic 3 and Bob Dylan, The Complete Unknown, were both number 4 at number 3 was Sonic at 10.4. Complete Unknown was at 7.2 at number 4, and number 5 was Wicked.
Well, I'm glad to see Nosferatu being so high up there, at least. I didn't believe that'd be a Christmas hit, but it was, I guess. I've seen Sonic 3. We'll talk about that next week, though.
So, the last two stories have to do exactly with each other, and it's about a movie that Neil's been very, very adamant about that. He's ready for. I can't wait. Hopefully, do it right. And then these two stories come out, and I'm like, now I have no faith in humanity whatsoever. Masters of the Universe is coming out, and now it seems like Prince Adam, who's the guy that turns into He-Man, is going to be a normal, everyday Joe that works in the office at Earth, and he just has dreams of Eternia because stories were told to him as a child.
And you don't like that?
No, just let it be what it is.
Okay.
And last but not least, the last story of the day. Masters of the Universe has got its Skeletor.
Who's playing Skeletor?
And if you don't know who Skeletor is, people, just follow my finger. There he is, right there. That's Skeletor.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Why can't we have nice things, Chris?
Well, hey,
we
dude,
have nice
we can see that for the most part, Jared Leto is a bona fide actor. He won an Oscar, you know?
Jared Leto is a good actor.
He just makes bad movies.
If they give him a good story to act.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying that this one he won't be throwing used condoms on the co-stars trailers like he did for Suicide Squad? Apparently he did that.
Hey, man. Yeah, apparently he did that.
Yeah.
And gave him rats? I had to give him rats? Was that a thing?
That sounds like something.
Whatever, that's the news. Let's get to the last movie. I can't wait for this one. That was The Movies Don't Suck and Something News. Me and Chris talked a lot about stuff that you probably don't even know existed because we are on acid and we're thinking we're in the third universe.
All right, let's talk Complete Unknown. Directed by James Mangold. James Mangold, you guys know he directed Walk the Line, Logan, Ford versus Ferrari. And when they didn't direct that, he directed Walk the Line, Logan, which me and Neil, I love both those movies, I imagine, right? Logan's amazing. This stars Timothée Chalamet as Robert Zimmerman / Bob Dylan himself.
Postscript to a burst appendix.
This also stars Edward Norton as the venerable nice guy Pete Seeger.
It means my reputation is riding on this.
Elle Fanning as Sylvia Russo.
I love this. This is so fun.
Monica Barbaro is also the venerable Joan Baez.
This is not about Warren.
This stars the lead Dave Van Ronk, also Scoot McNairy as Woody Guthrie, and also this also stars Dan Fogler as Albert Grossman.
What'll it be, fellas? How much for the phaser gun?
All right, Neil, why don't you go read the storyline for Complete Unknown?
Set in the influential New York City music scene of the early 1960s, A Complete Unknown follows a 19-year-old Minnesota musician, Bob Dylan's meteoric rise as a folk singer to concert halls and the top of the charts as his songs and his mysterious mystique become a worldwide sensation that culminates in his groundbreaking electric rock and roll performance at the Newport Folk Festival in 1965.
So, Neil, you know I'm a giant Bob Dylan fan, right? And so I came into this thinking they might do something to his legacy. They might, You
mean like make him look like a major asshole the entire film?
Well, he's an asshole. That's a given. But Neil, listen. So one of the things I thought they'd ruin is Bob Dylan's mystique, and they didn't do that. They kept his mystique intact this whole movie. This is not really a movie. This is not a docu. This is not a biopic. This is takes 4 years of Bob Dylan's life and puts it into a movie, and they show why he is influential as he is, what he did. as opposed to who he is, which is exactly the way they should have done it. I know a lot of people want to do this, like, I still know who Bob Dylan is, but that's not the point of this movie.
No. That I got that as soon as I watched the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, because once they didn't once jump on his heroin addiction. They didn't jump on his, especially since this was the time he was addicted to heroin. If you've gone, I mean, I know you know bio on Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
By any means, I'm not going to try to.
I remember one of the things he told people at the time is like, opium, marijuana, drugs, man, they spin your mind a little bit. Everyone needs to mind a little bit. So he's doing opium at this time. But they, like I said, this is.
I mean, you're trying to, me trying to preach to you about Bob Dylan is like you trying to preach to me about, Cody Rhodes.
I also want to mention that he, I know Bob Dylan ain't treated women well. I know that for sure. But there's one thing I can say though is that Timothée Chalamet deserves an Oscar nomination because 10 minutes in this thing, he was not Timothée Chalamet. He was Bob Dylan to me. It was fucking incredible.
He did not get the nomination for Willy Wonka. He did not get the nomination for, he needs more nominations. This kid is knocking out. I think he's going to become like Leo, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be like Leonardo DiCaprio, where it's going to be like 10 movies from now. We're going to be like, what the fuck, guys?
I want to mention where the thing you says, the famous Judas, I don't believe you play it loud. He says, Judas, and so he said, I don't believe you. You're a liar. And then he tells the band, play it fucking loud. And you can hear that. You can go online and hear that. It's fucking amazing. But I know, but they didn't do that in this one. They put in that one. I have no problems with the way James Mangold messed with the time sound a little bit. I don't care. Because I thought this movie was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good, hey, do you like heroin? Do you like songs about politics? Do you want to hear the story about the hurricane and the one the authorities came to blame?
Oh, yeah, well, that's
that song's not here.
Yeah, not that one. No.
But man, I mean, the funniest. Okay, my only issue with this movie. My only issue is the fact that he just it seems like almost overnight. One, they skip like almost a whole year. And it just seems like from overnight, he goes from like a guy, it's like, yeah, I want to meet Woody Guthrie and I want to write songs and I want to do stuff and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden he's just like, fucking hate everybody.
Yeah. You didn't do a thing. He didn't do a thing well.
Yeah, and I get that.
And so this is part of the reason why I love Bob Dylan is when he did the electric thing, that's the most punk rock fucking thing anyone's ever done. What he did.
Well, I don't know. There's a hole in Kane's ballroom by Sid Vicious.
Well, yeah. I know.
Destroyed the wall.
I know, but I'm saying this is
pretty
pre-Sid Vicious, obviously, or pre-Sid Vicious putting the hole in the wall, and Sid Vicious didn't even play bass; he was terrible at it. But a completely unknown. I thought everyone was fantastic. That and they spent years learning how to play guitar and sing, and they did all their own shit. Can we talk about Edward Norton though? As nice
Edward Norton, God,
as nice guy Pete Seeger.
All right, one second. Let's do something real quick though before we get in all that. Here, I got a couple of pictures here, and for the people that are viewing, the 17 people watching right now, there you go. There's Timothée Chalamet next to Bob. Right. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
There is what's her name?
Monica Barbaro next to Tobias. Yeah.
Yes. And then last but not least, okay, now all of them look pretty tight, pretty close, right?
Yeah.
The only one that doesn't look pretty close is Edward Norton.
I think it's pretty close. Come on. I mean, that's an old Pete Seeger. That's an old Pete Seeger. But I love Pete Seeger. And he was great in this. Also love Woody Guthrie. He looked like he Woody Guthrie in this movie.
Woody Guthrie, like in this movie. Okay, this is a very, and this is what I said about earlier in the podcast. This is a very Tulsa film, and the reason being is because there's two people that are celebrated more than anything in this city. Is Bob Dylan and Woody Guthrie. Literally, we have Guthrie Green, where literally you can go watch bands for free that play all the time. You can go to the Woody Guthrie Center. You can go to the Bob Dylan Center. You can go look at all the masterpieces, the things they wrote on page. We got church studios where bands like Flog and Molly have come and record Woody Guthrie songs at church studios.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's where This Land Is Your Land was fucking recorded, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
he died in New York. He died in New Jersey, sadly. But there were songs that were played live on this, Neil, and I'm twice during this movie. I cried tears of happiness. like just like for example that first song he plays, that song for Woody. I'm not giving anything away.
Yeah.
That was an incredible song. And guys, you say what you will about Bob Dylan's music. It was indicative of its time, and it's amazing. No one's written songs like that since.
Yeah.
At that time, no one's writing songs like that.
And the thing is, if you don't know about the relationship between Woody Guthrie and Bob Dylan, this does give a good reflection of it. Now, the way I hear it from people here, and that's just the way I hear it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying that I'm basing this in fact, but there are a lot of people that have been here for many, many years in this area. They said that they actually had more of a relationship before Woody took that much of a downfall.
I if I remember correctly, reading about it, is that Woody was still verbal when Bob visited him, and in fact, he signed a copy of his book saying, "I ain't dead yet." He didn't have the cards made; he actually signed it with his hand. But this one makes it seem like that he was nonverbal when Bob visited him, and that wasn't the case yet. So
no, and I mean, but again, Freddie Mercury didn't throw all the cocaine parties.
No.
Elton John didn't magically fly out of his LA concert and go straight to a rehab.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that you got to understand. I mean, Jim Morrison did not, I don't know. There's so many different things in these bio movies that you have to understand. They do write them for movies.
Yeah, and this is a movie, but it's not a biopic, which I'm so glad it wasn't. It didn't start at the Newport Folk Festival and then go back. You know what I mean? This started from when Bob Dylan arrived in New York at age 19 until he that famous folk festival performance, 1965, where he pissed in all the folk fans' faces, and one of the most popular thing he could have done that time, because he came to the realization, like you and I read, that we've realized that art is wonderful, it's great, but it can't save the world.
Right.
But I thought the music in this was incredible. I love the music in this thing.
I love the music in this movie. I also love the acting in this movie. It knocked it out of the park. Everybody knocked it out of the park. Even Woody Guthrie, even though he didn't say a damn thing. But like,
I know you're happy to see Johnny Cash in this, though, right? I mean, I knew the relationship between Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan pretty well before this movie.
I started laughing so hard. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but there's a parking lot scene with Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan that I just laughed so hard. And I was like, I was just like, yeah, that's exactly how Johnny Cash would have been back then, because he was taking uppers, downers, and quaaludes and horse tranquilizers or whatever the hell he was taking back then.
But Bob Dylan, this is a completely unknown. It's Timothée Chalamet. There's Oscar nomination. I say Edward Norton does too, because fuck, He was so good as Pete Seeger. Nice guy, Pete Seeger. It's 2 hours and 21 minutes. This could have been 4 hours and 21 minutes, honestly. Also, I do want
For Chris, it could have been 4 hours. Okay. Let's just throw that out there, everybody.
Guys, if you guys want a actual like documentary, though, No Direction Home by Martin Scorsese is just as good as this. It's amazing. There's another documentary after that by Martin Scorsese that's almost 100% bullshit, but the one No Direction Home, you guys can watch that. It's if you want documentaries, this one. But if you guys want this docudrama, you guys want this Aquino, and you can't go wrong with this one. This was a fact that you put us on to tell you what happened. So James Gilmore took the script to Bob Dylan, and they read through the whole thing where Bob Dylan did all his dialogue, and James Gilmore did everything else, and Bob gave notes to him and gave his blessing on this screenplay. Before that was it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I didn't know all that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to have more information than I was.
Yeah.
I just got the information I could possibly get. But I just knew that you would gash over this movie, and you did. By any means. Like I would over anything.
It's hard for me to think about this as a person who's not a Bob Dylan fan. There are plenty of Bob Dylan fans who hate this thing. I'm not one of them. Okay.
Is there Bob Dylan fans that hate this?
Oh yeah, they're all over the internet. But I really love Complete Unknown. I think it's great. I think it's exactly what I wanted when it comes to a dramatized version of this part of Bob Dylan's life, and they couldn't have picked someone better to play him. I
think Timothée Chalamet. Like I at first I was like, oh, it's Timothée Chalamet, but then by like halfway through the movie, I'm just like, never mind. I totally forgot.
That's fucking Bob Dylan. Yeah. But man,
and he was an asshole, man. I'm not gonna lie, he was a dick.
He ain't treat his women right, do he? No. But I knew that
he didn't treat human beings right, man. Not like the women thing.
Yeah, he was a complicated person, like we all are now. But can you say at 29 you were a good person?
Huh?
Can you say at 29 that you were a good person?
All right. Well, that's a different conversation, and
okay,
we won't talk about what was I doing at. We all know what I was doing at 29.
Getting your dick sucked. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up the stage next.
Oh yeah.
Destiny, everybody. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah. So Bob Dylan maybe did not handle fame well. In fact, he alienated a whole fan base in this movie, which is so fucking punk rock. So it's this guy's a judge. At the end, you find that Bob Dylan's the only person to win the Nobel Prize who's a musician, because his writing was so influential, and to this day he's a cultural monolith. And I'm a big Bob Dylan guy, and I hope people can walk out of this being Bob Dylan people too, because the music is fantastic.
I hope you're a big Bob Dylan guy. And you're Bob Dylan.
What's your score in this?
4.7. I absolutely love this movie. I thought it was one of the best movies of the year. This will probably more likely be on my top 10.
I'm with you.
I like this way more than I like the first one, and that we did today. I like Nosferatu. It was cool. But to me, it kind of got boring for a second just because I knew the story, and that's on me. I'm not saying that's on them. I watched a lot of shit, but this was an original story that I didn't know. I was captivated in my seat the entire time. I was laughing. I was with it. And I was, and you know how uncomfortable I get in a fully packed theater?
Yeah.
This was a fully packed theater.
Yeah.
My wife was with me. We sat down. The only seats that were not available, were 2 seats down in the front row. Like, we're talking 100% packed fucking theater. And I still had a great time watching.
Did she stay awake?
Oh yeah, the whole time.
Okay, good. Because I know she has a problem staying awake in movies because AMC makes them seats so fucking like they're so comfortable, those seats. But Queen Unknown, you guys see this in theaters. I imagine when the Oscars are announced, I don't see this not being a nominated for Best Picture and Best Actor, maybe Best Director. But Queen Unknown, it's a fantastic film. It's 4.7 for me as well, Neil. This will be in my top 10 as well. For me, Neil. I'm gonna run through this like, yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Neil, what is the? I'm gonna run through this. Yeah, I'm gonna run through this.com. What is the audience score for Complete Unknown?
Gosh, it's gonna be hard. They gotta give it, dude. They have to get it at least. I'll say 89%.
96%.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, I went low because you said the only reason I went low is because of you saying that there's Bob Dylan fans that didn't like it.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I went that low. I was gonna go 95, but anyway.
All right, Neil, what is maybe correct score for Complete Unknown?
91.
Certified Fresh is 78%, which is low to me. Yeah, whatever. Critics' consensus is charged by Timothée Chalamet's electric performance. The battle of Bob Dylan might not get under his enigmatic artist's skin, but will make you feel like you spent time in his company. Some people wanted more of that. Cody Rhodes wanted more of that. Apparently, look at that, man. That neck tattoo. Huh.
It was supposed to be smaller, and then when he got it, I just heard a story about it. And when he got the neck tattoo, and Cody Rhodes, the wrestler, guys. So anyway, when he got the neck tattoo and it got done, he thought it was going to be smaller. And he goes, so I just kind of like said, well, yeah, thank you. And just like walked out, like man, I should have looked at that better before. Anyway.
All right. So this is from Odie Henderson in Boston Globe. He gives it 1 out of 4. He says, when it comes to fleshing out these characters, we get bupkis. Bias calls Dylan a word that starts with A and ends with hole. The isolated personality trait that informs Chalamet's portrayal. Whatever. And this is from Mark Kennedy, the Associated Press. He says, a Complete Unknown is utterly fascinating, capturing a moment in time when songs had weight, when they could move the culture, even if the singer who made them was as puzzling as a Rolling Stone. This is a great movie, and the best music film you'll see in the past fucking 15 years. It's great.
I don't think you'll ever see. I mean, I don't know if in the best 15
this
years.
This is fuck Bohemian Rhapsody, dude. For real. This is the movie I
mean, in the next 15 years, you don't know what's coming out.
No, I said in the last 15.
Oh. I don't know. What about In the Heights?
About what?
I was just making
All right, you can find us on newsunssuck.net or facebook.com/newsunssuck podcast. We're on Blue Sky, Blues Don't Suck. We're on Instagram, it's podcast. We're on patreon.com/newsunssuck. Go to Public, search Blackwood Dash Productions. You'll find a shirt with our logo on it. Go to Bonfire Currents, search Movies Unsucked and something to do. You'll find more shirts. Or, if you're watching this, you do subscribe. You watch this on anywhere. Just subscribe where you can subscribe. And where you find podcasts, you find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, how do we help out small businesses?
You have a small business, give us that information, send us that information, tell us, email us, message us, let us know. We'll be advertising you right here to our thousands of listeners or millions of followers right here at Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do.
All right, get the movie register. You good? Ready to get out of here?
Good, let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And if you're gone to the finest schools, all right, Miss Lonely, but all you know is only used to get juiced in it. I'm just kidding. But like a Complete Unknown, like a Rolling Stone, we're out of here and you have a good day.